Olivia, something I do to look for hope is to spend time with my family and be grateful for the time I have with them. Emerson, what gives me hope is knowing that my friends are safe and sound and that I will see them again and give them a big hug. Zoe, I find hope in music. Phoenix, I find hope through having conversations with people. Xander, I find hope in friends and family. Tristan, even if I see the world crumbling and the lingering thought of death is sinking in my mind, it just makes me happy that I have another day with the people I care about, because I know it's going to end one day. So even if this is a bad year, just be glad you and your loved ones are still alive. Dallas, waking up and listening to music, then dance. Finally, go outside to walk. Chesney, what gives me hope is knowing that I have amazing opportunities coming up ahead in the next chapter of my life. Becky, I find hope in the smiles and laughs of my friends and family. Merce, I look for hope in nature, specifically the sunsets and sunrises. Megan, I look for hope in the actions that others do to make the world a better place.
Hey everyone, today I'm going to be reading you I Wish You More. I wish you more ups than downs. I wish you more give than take. I wish you more tippy toes than deep. I wish you more we than me. I wish you more hugs than Uggs. I wish you more woohoo than whoa. The dog's running away. I wish you more will than hill. I wish you more can than not. I wish you more snowflakes than tongue. I wish you more pause than fast forward. I wish you more umbrellas than rain. I wish you more bubbles than bath. I wish you more treasures than pockets. I wish you more stories than stars. I wish all of this for you because you are everything I could wish for and more.
Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be reading a poem about hope. It is called Hope is a Thing with Feathers by Emily Dickinson. So while I'm reading this, if you want to, just listen to the words, and I hope that you find some meaning in them and that it helps you get through the next few weeks or even months of quarantine. Hope is a thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked to come of me.
Okay, so my poem is called A Sestina for Time, and I actually wrote it for my English class. We were told to write poems about the situation in history that we're currently in and how we're feeling about it. So a sestina is like a 6-stanza format for poetry. This is the poem I came up with. I suppose it was only a matter of time. Who knew that last hug you gave would soon pollute the air? People were scared of the virus. People couldn't leave. We were all stuck. It was all stuck. We moved in slow motion, time dripping down the clock as we waited to leave. Not being able to hug or feel the virus prevented us from loving the air. Instead, we feared it. With every breath of air came terror, frozen, stuck in place, masks, covered faces, and the virus stealing our time. Those long and busy days left behind, no hug before you had to leave because no one could leave. Stale air filled our lungs, no hug big enough to squeeze it out. It was just stuck, just like we were. Time was fixed in place, fixed like the virus of our humanity, the virus of people who could leave, people who had time. They had the ability to fix the polluted air, to dilute the sludge-filled ocean, people who weren't stuck, people who never realized the true power of one hug. That one hug could cure the virus, could get people unstuck, so they would leave their toxic mindsets and their need to fill the air with countless negatives, but they ran out of time. They lost the time, and now we're stuck. No one to hug, unable to leave, locked in with the stale air and a virus to breathe.
Hi guys, so some things that I do to keep calm and to keep joyful and to relax is I like to draw. I've been doing it for roughly 3 years now, so I just would like to show you some of my drawings that I've done. So this was one of the first that I did, at least in this notebook. I did Ariel, and then I did these ballerina shoes. And then I did Ginny Weasley, but I added a fun earring. And then, if I can find it, here. I did a mermaid. This is one of my favorites. I don't think it's really specifically supposed to be Ariel, but I thought you guys would like it. There's that, and then I also did this ballerina. She's one of my favorites. But yeah, that's some things that you can do to keep calm and to have some joy during this quarantine.
Hundreds of thousands of years ago, there weren't as many people on the planet as there are today. So in a sense, we were social distancing, but not because of disease like we are today. Back then, the main danger they faced were wild animals. They didn't have the tools that they needed to fight them off, and so they had to use sticks that they found on the ground. This, of course, did not work very well, and the wild animals prevailed. So back up the tree they went, running from danger. Being intelligent, they realized that their current situation wasn't working, so they came up with a plan. They were going to create a tool they could use to fight back and scare away the wild animals for good. They started looking around for materials. Their first try was built hastily, and was not strong enough to shoot anything out of it. When they went to try it out for the first time, it broke. But no one was surprised by that. But they did not give up hope. They tried again, and when the second prototype was created, they were sure that it was perfect. They had adjusted it for hours and were very confident with their work. When they went to try it, it broke again. Usually in this circumstance, they would get frustrated, but they didn't have time for that. They needed it to work. This time, nothing could possibly go wrong. They had searched for the perfect materials to make it and had confidently built it. This time they were sure that it wouldn't break. They knew they were right when they pulled back the string and the whole thing didn't fall apart. It was strong and powerful, the perfect tool to use to drive back the wild animals. Practice makes progress, so they started practicing on a daily basis, never giving up hope, even if they missed, always getting back up to try again. They became good and would hit their target almost every time. Even if they only missed one shot, they had to keep practicing. They prepared for every circumstance and shot from every angle, and they almost never failed to look good in the process. When they felt confident enough, they went looking for the wild animals, ready to send them away. After spotting them and lining up the shot, they released. The arrow hit its mark, making sure to only scare away the scary animals. They maintained hope even when it seemed impossible. But now, we are faced with a new monster, one that can only be seen with a microscope. Scientists are doing everything they can to find a cure that will send it away. But scientists are not the only ones that can help. We can, by staying inside and listening to them. Because right now, they are trying and trying, never giving up hope, to make a cure that will let us resume our lives. But we all need to have hope. Because even though it's hard to have at the moment, it's the thing that helps us stay strong through a time like this.
Hey guys, today me and my sister decided we were going to turn our attic into a hangout space after quarantine. So this is all the crap that was in it. A lot of it was American Girl stuff, so we put that all in the basement through the attic. We swept it all up and we put some crap on the ceiling. We also changed the light bulb, and that's really it for day 1, but come back for day 2.
Hey everyone, day 2 of us redoing our attic into a hangout space. So today we started painting. We have white for the walls and the beams. Phoenix spilled paint everywhere, so that's a lot of fun. We did 2 coats, and that's really it for today. I was kind of busy, so yeah, come back tomorrow for day 3. Hey everyone, day 3 of us redoing our attic into a hangout space after quarantine. So today we didn't do that much. We just were painting. So we finished up the beams and did not one, but both of the walls up there. And that's really it for today. Happy Easter, guys. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. We are on day 4, I think, now of the attic. So we've done some stuff while we were gone. We put in some flooring and we spray painted those pipes. Today we added some tapestries and just staple gun them up, and that's the next project. You'll see. Hey everyone, day 5 of the attic. So I didn't film before we did this stuff, but we put up these sheets today to protect our heads from the nails sticking out of the ceiling, and then we put in some rugs on each side to cover where the flooring didn't, and added some lights and chairs.
Good morning, everybody. If you don't already know, I'm Becky. I'm a sophomore at Columbus North High School, and I help in the nursery. Quarantine can get really stressful sometimes. Sometimes the schoolwork gets hard, or it gets to me that I can't see my friends. And it's hard to stay full of hope when everything is overwhelming, which is why I started learning how to hoop. One day I saw this video of a girl swinging her hula hoop around and doing a whole performance. I remember that I had an old hula hoop in my sunroom. I grabbed it and went outside and looked on YouTube for how to hoop. It took me around 2.5 hours to learn my first trick, but the hoop I found in my sunroom was too heavy and not made for spinning on your hands. I had bruises all over my hands, so I ordered a lighter hoop designed for hooping. When that hoop came in, it became a lot easier and less painful to spin. Every time I go outside and spin my hoop, it brings me joy and fills me with hope. It's a distraction from anything that is stressing me. It's also a reminder that quarantine will end eventually. Some of the YouTube tutorials I see are professional hoopers. While that's not my life plan, it is a reminder that there's a future that I can do whatever I want with. Also, every time I fail a trick, I have hope that I will get it soon. In this video, I left my fails and my successes because you can't hope for better if there isn't any bad. Another reason I'm filled with hope is because I'm out in the fresh air and sunshine. It's really hard to be stressed in great weather.